Hi, my name is Trevor Smith with the Doggie Dojo, and I have a question for you. Does your dog's crate training look something like this?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
In today's video, I'm going to show you guys 3 games that's going to help your dog love their crate. So the reason your dog has FOMO about the crate is reality is the only time they've been in the crate is when you're gone for long periods of times. Whether that be overnight while you're sleeping or when you're gone for work or throughout the day, your dog is only associated the crate with being without you. And of course, our dogs love us and they want to be with us, and they think to themselves, man, I wish I could be with you right now, but I'm stuck in this crate. I sure hate this crate. In some future videos, I really want to dive deep on particular topics like barking behavior. So if you stay tuned to the end of this video, we're going to talk to you guys a little bit about that. These games I'm going to show you are the very first games you need to be playing with your dog in order for them to be successful in loving their crate more. And that's what this first game is all about, is teaching your dogs how to love the crate. And a simple way you can do that is using their meals every single day. So this tip I'm going to give you guys right now is going to take little to no time out of your day. It's going to involve periods of time that you're already interacting with your dog. Instead of taking that food bowl and putting it straight onto the ground and let your dog gobble it all up, put it on top of their crate or somewhere where they can't reach it. Take one handful at a time and stick it inside their crate. Now, some of your dogs are going to be very suspicious about this. They're going to see the food in there and go, haha, I've seen this trick before. You're going to try to trick me to get in there and then slam the door behind me. And it's important that you do not do that. Put the food in there, let the door stay open. Now, Lucky Dog sent me this really cool crate that slides open on the side. So that's what we're going to be using today. You can use any crate that you want, but what I really like about this Lucky Dog crate is I don't have to deal with the door at all. It just slides open nice and easily, and I can get my dog to look at the space as being very open and welcoming so that they're not afraid of going in there. So throughout your whole morning routine of getting ready for the day, or as you're feeding your dog at night, just take handfuls at a time and start sticking the food into the crate. What's going to happen is your dog's going to eventually want to hang out in there for a little bit longer. And when you see this, when your dog finishes the food and doesn't just come zooming out, but stays inside, this is an important point to capture. Grab some more food and stick it straight back in there. And so that way they know that by staying inside the crate and building duration for this behavior, it is rewarding. I guarantee you guys, if you do this for a whole week, your dog's going to look at the crate very differently by the end of the week. But also, if you're having a very busy day and you just need to get your dog to eat the food right away, go ahead and take the whole bowl of food, stick it inside the crate and not outside the crate. Leave the door open and let them eat the whole bowl of food inside the crate. This is just going to work on to their natural instincts and their natural reward systems, where food is something dogs need to survive. So every time they take a bite of that food, they're going to start to positively associate the crate as being part of that picture, versus the crate being something that's always something negative or something that they don't like. It's going to start to build in positivity and them wanting to be in there more and more. Now for game number 2, this involves times where you're going to give your dog a special treat, whether it be a puzzle toy or a chew bone. Instead of just giving it to them, put it inside the crate and let them go in and grab it. Some dogs will just run in there, grab the bone, grab the puzzle toy, and run straight back out. Where some of your dogs are going to start to figure out that being in there is what's going to get them that food or that puzzle toy, and they're going to want to stay in there. And they're going to start to chew the bone or chew the puzzle toy inside the crate. In fact, this can be a great setup for you guys when you have to put your dog in there and you're going to have to leave for the day or go to bed at night. They're going to start to see you put a puzzle toy in your hand or a chew bone in your hand and run straight to the crate. And this can be really good because the first 20 to 30 minutes of your dog being inside that crate can be the most stressful. And if they get a chance to chew on something for the first 20 or 30 minutes, it's going to help them to relax and calm down. Just like we do right before bed, we may find ourselves reading a book or doing our own puzzle just to relax our brain and get it ready to go to sleep. Now you guys know I'm so big on getting your dog to do any behavior with and without the presence of food, because some dogs aren't that food motivated, but also there can be times you're going to get your dog in there without food. So a real easy way you can do this for those dogs that need something other than food is using touch reinforcement. While your dog's in there, mix in some pets and some praise. So for game number 3, kind of explore around with different types of reinforcers, whether it be pets or toys. Start to explore their ability to want to be in the crate and start to associate the crate with good, positive things. So to stop your dog from getting FOMO about the crate, remember the 3 games we talked about today. You can use your dog's meals to get them to positively associate meal times with the crate, using their natural instincts to want to increase the value of being inside the crate. Or 2, you can use puzzle toys or chew bones to get them to relax and calm down, particularly times right before bed or right when you're leaving for work. And then finally, explore and look at other things like petting or using some toys to get them to want to stay inside that crate. Thanks for staying to the end of this video. Now let's talk about something that some of you guys are working through right now, and that is barking behavior inside the crate. When your dog is stressed about the crate and they run out, they're gonna typically talk about it by barking and letting you know, let me out of here. If they bark and then you walk over and let them out, it is rewarding that barking behavior. So we need to make sure to change that up a little bit. So if your dog is barking, try to ignore the behavior and don't let them out unless they're quiet in there for at least 5 to 10 seconds. Now, science has shown that sometimes it takes upwards to 20 minutes for the dogs to fully relax. If you're willing and you can, get your dog just to relax and be fully relaxed before letting him out of the crate. That is the best. But for those that need a quick fix, here's something I learned from Dr. Ian Dunbar. Take a deep breath. And now try to talk. Okay, so you can talk and you can breathe. But now try to do both at the same time. You can't. So just like people can't speak and smell at the same time, dogs can't speak and smell at the same time. It's really, really difficult. So for your quick fix moments where you really need to get the dog to quiet down within the next 30 seconds, take a handful of food or treats, put it right in front of the dog's face, and what's going to happen is the dog's going to start to smell that food in your hand, and it's going to stop them from barking or speaking. When they are quiet for 5 to 10 seconds, then mark and reward and then let them out for being quiet inside their crate. You can add a word to this over time, like the word hush, right before you present the handful, so that way they start to associate the word hush with being quiet and getting out of the crate. Now, if there's any other problems that you guys are having with crate, with potty training or anything like that, I'd like to know in the comment section which you are struggling with right now. And I want to come back and talk to you guys about that in a future video. So if you have any questions or comments, pop them in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and please subscribe to the Doggie Dojo and hit that bell icon. Thanks for joining us here on the Doggie Dojo. As always, have some fun with your dogs, and we'll see you all next time.